Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Trinity Church. Welcome to you in the congregation here, and welcome to the online. We're going to do a song that's based on a few passages of Scripture, but this is the main one that I really like. It's from Romans 8:37 to 39. In all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. For I am sure that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor rulers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor powers, nor height, nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God in Christ Jesus our Lord. The scripture reminds us that we will never, and never in all caps, be separated from God's love, no matter what is happening around us. So if you'll please stand and join us in singing.
Jesus, you're the lover of my soul.
children may be dismissed to Kids Connection.
And they need to do that because we're going to talk about Gary. They're still giggling about that, Gary. All right. Isn't he cute? Gary, you'll appreciate that. They might not. The first time I made this, I made it with a gazillion typos to picture crooked because I knew it would mess with you. So let's talk about Gary for a couple minutes. Pastor Gary, that's how most of us know this guy over here. Is that pink? Wow, love it, love it. Now, some people refer to him as the Boz, but I've only said that once just now. I can't make it sound real. So he's just Gary to me. He's my friend and has been my friend for a while. Now, you have all known Gary longer than I have, but I met him back in 2016 in January at a pastoral assessment center. And I have to tell you, when he showed up, he stood out in the crowd. And it had nothing to do with the scooter. It's just his personality. He stood out in the crowd. But I knew a lot about him before he actually showed up because we had this stack of paper about him. Assessment reports, tests that he had taken, biographies that he had written, questions that he had answered, stuff about his theology, which is, did it change at all with all those really high-powered classes you took? Yeah, good thing. And it was a lot of interesting reading, and I would love to chat with you about all that stuff, but it's very personal and private, and it's in the lockbox someplace. So if you want to know that stuff, ask him. He is an open book. He'd be delighted to tell you about that in exchange for stuff about you. And then a little later, we crossed paths at a coach training event, and once again, he stood out in the crowd. And again, not just a scooter. You know, when I met Gary the first time and then the second time, I just kind of fell in love with the guy because he didn't look like every other pastoral type guy in the room, which just made this former church planter's heart just beat faster in a good way. Because, you know, a lot of guys, they start out with, hi, I'm a plumber, hi, I'm a pastor, and Gary just loves Jesus, and that's what he starts out with, and I was just in love with that approach to life. Now, he and I, we have a few issues. I mean, he loves sports, and he spouts out sports information like I talk about Oreo cheesecakes. I mean, I really know Oreo cheesecakes, but he really knows sports, and he still likes that. You know, that's kind of a fun thing. He talks techie, and he's got nuggets of wisdom about tech, and he throws those out like I pop M&Ms. But we've gotten past that. And he dabbles with what I refer to as white boy rap, spoken word, and I've gotten over that as well. But in the end, Gary rocks. Now, many of you know him as Gary, and probably you know stuff that I'm not going to know for years because it took you years to get to know that. But we're learning, and we're growing together. Now, Gary recently completed a life and ministry journey. Some of it was fun, some of it was downright hard, some of it was necessary, some of it, he tells us, what a waste of time. And what I'd like to do is walk through that, hit the highlights, so that you know where he's been and why he's, no, this doesn't explain why he's like he is, but what's boiling underneath the surface there. On February 9th, 1977, Gary was born to John and Doris. And as I hear it, he was a typical kid, typical teen, with all the drama and trauma that goes with trying to grow up and be his own person. On November 6, 2011, Gary ran into Jesus' arms, said, I need what you have and only you have. And on Easter Day 2012, he was baptized at Journey Church in Phoenixville, and he began a time of faith discovery that led to intentional and professional ministry. From January 2013 to August 2014, he did some ministry prep time. He took on Lancaster Bible College's accelerated program, if you noticed how close that was, and he received a bachelor's degree in that short period of time. We're talking running fast. I hope some of that stuck. April 2015 began Gary's professional ministry when he was hired here at Trinity Church as associate pastor of outreach and media. And this is where most of you met Gary, probably in the lobby. In January of 2016, Gary attended the EC Pastoral Assessment Center where I met him, and he walked away with a green light for ministry, which he fully embraced. And we essentially just said, yep, you've got it, you're prepared, keep going, take all these classes. And he went and did that. In May of 2017, Gary was credentialed as an EC licensed candidate, which means he was allowed to practice ministry officially. And in May of 2018, he was credentialed as an EC local pastor and officially stationed here. He had been hired here, but now he was stationed as a representative of the Evangelical Congregational Church at Trinity Church. But he wasn't done learning, and he wasn't done growing. Gary he completed ministry training from spring of 2019 to spring of 22 through the Institute for Christian Living at Evangelical Seminary in Myerstown, Pennsylvania. And we in the office, Dale and me and Elaine and Celeste and Matt, we in the office endured his whining about how hard it was. And we encouraged him to listen and to take notes, and we only laughed a lot when he took notes and it got easier. And Gary has a sense of humor, and along the way, God's sense of humor kind of drew alongside of Gary's sense of humor. Gary got to experience your lead pastorless year here at Trinity. He got to experience the great COVID adventure years here at Trinity. And he got to participate in the welcoming the new guy to Trinity without scaring him away year here at Trinity. And most days, he just loves what he gets to do, all that ministry provides. In May 2022, Gary graduated from the ICL program, and he has been credentialed as an Evangelical Congregational Church elder assigned to Trinity Church. Now, Gary has not just been busy, he has been very purposeful with what he's been doing. He has continued to advance and increase his knowledge and his skill sets, and you are directly impacted with the achievements he has made. Whether it's his skill as a preacher, and just the short time I've been here watching him blossom in that area, but his skill with social media and helping us look better to the community around us, and just to have fun. Now, he's also helping the rest of the staff and you grow. Now, this morning we're here for a couple of reasons. We want to acknowledge Gary's, that's your cue to start rolling up here, Gary. We're here to acknowledge Gary's life and his ministry growth. We're here to honor his achievements, these certificates and credentialing, and we're here just to have some fun with our friend. And we've been doing that as we've laughed at some of my bad humor. And we're also here to eat cake, because it's not a true celebration if there's not cake. You like cake?
Sure.
Oh, we're going to have cake.
Okay.
Would you help me honor this man and embarrass him a little bit? I have a passage of scripture I want to share with you. It's not new. It's been read to you before. I know you've read it. And then Dale's going to come pray for you. And then we're going to go right on with the rest of the service. And you're going to have to work right away because you're next on the agenda. Okay. Timothy. Paul was writing to this young man that he had been discipling and training. And these were words that he wrote in the first letter he wrote to Timothy. But you, man of God, flee from all of this. And he had just described lifestyle that was not appropriate for ministry. And pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, endurance, and gentleness. Fight the good fight of faith. Take hold of the eternal life which you were called when you made your good confession in the presence of many witnesses. In the sight of God who gives life to everything, and of Christ Jesus, who while testifying before Pontius Pilate made the good confession, I charge you to keep this command without spot or blame until the appearing of our Lord Jesus Christ, which God will bring about in his own time. God, the blessed and only ruler, the King of kings and Lord of lords, who alone is immortal, who lives in unapproachable light, whom no one has seen or can see. To him be honor and might forever. Amen. Gary, you may work for this church. You may call me boss, but God is your boss. You follow him, and all glory to him.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Brought him here to Trinity to bless those who have not only come through these doors and into these rooms, but those in our community for Christ. Lord, we thank you that you've kept Gary in your hand through all these years. He may not have seen that in those times, but you've been leading him towards ministry from a very young age. Lord, we pray that you would continue to hold Gary in your hands, that you would continue to strengthen him and uphold him, to have the energy and the patience to do ministry. Lord, we pray that you would, in the future, in the coming years, continue to deepen Gary's understanding of who you are as his Savior and his friend. Lord, that through that deepening of relationship with you, that he would in turn pour out to us how you're ministering to him, that we would be blessed and strengthened, that we would be encouraged and admonished, that we'd be challenged in our faith with you and in life in general. Lord, we thank you for the blessing it is for Gary to be on staff with us as a team. We love him, and we cherish just everything he brings to the staff and the leadership team here at Trinity. Lord, we pray that he would have a continued future in ministry that would be honoring and glorifying to you. It's in your name that we pray. Amen. At this time, we'll have the middle schoolers dismissed for middle school Sunday sessions with me. If you are in 6th to 8th grade, you can go out the back doors for our time together.
Good morning. I just want to thank you guys. There's been a lot of you that have been actually a big, it wasn't just me impacting you, you've impacted me. You've been a big part of my journey as well. Most of it was here at Trinity, so I really want to thank you guys as well for that. But we're going to move into a time of offering now here at our church service. And, you know, over the past few months, I've been talking to you about giving, about how it builds your relationship with Jesus, why we give. Today, I just want to give you some more practical information of how you can give here at Trinity. There's multiple ways you can give here at Trinity. In a little bit, we're going to have the ushers come down and pass the plates. You can put a check in there made out the Trinity Church. You can throw cash in there, change from your pocket, whatever you want. We also have an online giving opportunity. That's what I use. I love it. I do the recurrent giving, where every month it just comes out of one of my bank accounts. I don't even have to make sure I do it. It just comes right out. You can also make one-time donations there as well. And then another thing that you can do is here at Trinity is we have envelopes that we can give you that are individualized for you. You'd get a box that has 52 envelopes in it, and we would be a way that you could track your giving as well. Because if you want a giving statement at the end of the year, that would be a way that you could receive that. So I just wanted to give you an idea of how you could give here at Trinity, and it's really about your relationship with Jesus than our church itself. But that's what I wanted to talk about this morning. So I'm going to pray. We're going to bring the ushers forward, and then we're going to hear a selection from our Trinity brass. Pray with me. God, thank you so much for our church. Thank you for your kingdom. Thank you for leading us towards you so that we can become more like your son, Jesus. God, this morning we ask you to bless the money that comes in, the offering, the tithes, and we want you to use them for your good, God. You know, it's not about us. It's not about us. We're just simply the hands and feet that you work through. And we just ask your blessing upon us as we go out and do your ministry. And sometimes that requires financial backing, God. And you know that. We know that. But we want to use your, we want to steward wisely, God. And we need your guidance to help us do that. We want to serve our community. We want to serve our church. We want to make a difference in this world. And one way we can do that, God, is through our giving. And so we ask your blessing upon that today. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Ushers can come forward.
You have 1, 2, or 3 questions that you'd like me to answer. I've answered them 20 times this morning. And I would like to answer them for the rest of you, and I will do that before the announcements at the end of the service, if you're okay with that, because we have something really important to talk about here this morning. For the past 9 months, many of us have been reading Bob Goff's book, Live in Grace, Walk in Love. I'd like to read an entire page, well, it's a little page, for you that led to what we're going to do here this morning. And I'm pretty excited about this, and I think the staff, as we've been talking about it and unpacking it, and you're going to hear from a number of people this morning who embody what Bob Goff wrote. So the title of the page was, Instead of Telling People What Jesus Meant, Love Everyone the Way He Did. And the verse he used was 1 John 3:18, Dear children, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth. Bob writes, you would think one of the things we could all get behind is Jesus' message of love. Everywhere he went, Jesus told people to love others more than they love themselves. He said, if someone asks you for money, give it to them and give generously. He said to do right by those who don't treat you well in return. He lived the message more passionately than he taught it, engaging every person in front of him or behind him like they were his one and only priority. His message wasn't confusing or hard to understand, but it's surprising how divisive it can be to live out Jesus' message of love. People blast you, saying love actually means rejecting people when they don't act a certain way. They call it tough love. Or they bring out their Greek and Hebrew words, saying love means keeping people at arm's length until they change their behaviors. And somehow we can even turn Jesus' message of love into a dividing love to determine who's in and who's out. Jesus was criticized because of who he brought close, not those he sent away. He was scandalous because of who he let in, not those he cast out. Keep it simple. Instead of telling people what Jesus meant, love everyone the way he loved. You might be misunderstood when you love like Jesus, but you're in good company. Jesus was misunderstood. The people in power actually killed him. What makes you think you won't take a hit? He was ridiculed because he chose to live like every person, no matter who they were or what they had done, belonged in his family. Do the same. Don't get bogged down by arguments about what it means to follow Jesus. Lose all those fancy words. Just love everyone the way he did. And then he ended with a question like he does most days. What would change today if you chose to love those around you sincerely and without caution? Now, I find those to be powerful words, a challenge to actually love others like Jesus loved. And sometimes we do that, right where we live, right where we work or play. And sometimes we need to move around a little bit to get around or get close enough to people so that we can actually do this in their daily circles. And in our moving around, we find people who are aching to be loved. Our sermon today will be words from a number of Trinity people, individuals and couples who have left the building to love other people. And we have a series of video clips, and you're going to see Gary at his best as he pieces together these long interviews that we had into these clips. Our first video clip is about food for people with an assortment of needs. Listen with your heart. This is bigger than food. It's about Meals on Wheels.
Well, when we were in our church in Westchester, somebody who was a friend was doing Meals on Wheels, which I had never heard about. And when we moved up into this area, we decided that we wanted to volunteer in the community. And one of the things that started us was not only because of how great Meals on Wheels is, but also we did not know this area at all. And what a great way to learn the area by doing these routes, and there's 9 or 10 of the routes, and going into some of these areas that we just didn't know other than Route 100, and being able to volunteer and bring a happy smile and food to people in need.
when we retired and moved out to Ole, we knew that we wanted to do something to volunteer. And actually, there was another couple from the church that was doing Meals on Wheels, and we had talked to them, and they just loved doing it. And they actually gave our name to multi-service and said these people are interested. So that got the whole thing going. It's a chance just to give somebody a smile. You always, ask them, how are you doing? And they're not going to lie. They'll say, well, I've been better, or no use complaining and stuff. But just to give them a word of encouragement while you're delivering the meal.
From my perspective, I think it's just taking care of humanity, just giving back. For fortunate and blessed we were, say, we need to do a little more, and it just seemed like the right thing to do.
One of the scriptures that always comes to mind is when Jesus said, when he did it for one of the least of these, he did it for me. And that's really what was my kind of incentive to do it.
You do make a lot of friends, or acquaintances,
Yeah.
which is nice.
And they're so thankful.
Right.
They're just so thankful that we're able to do this service for them. And it doesn't take a lot of time. I mean, they ask you to at least sign up for 2 days a month, which is not much at all, and it's an hour and a half. And you can take on more if you want. But I think it's a big impact for a very small time of serving.
Today, this woman we're delivering to, she was outside with her dog. And being dog people, we asked if we can pet the dog. The lady was very unsteady on her feet. We didn't want the dog to pull her down. It was kind of like a Labrador kind of dog. And she had a big smile on her face. She said, "Oh, please do." And we both went out and played with the dog a little bit. You could tell it was older. And it was just little things like that you pick up on when you go to make every visit. If you can elaborate on it to make somebody smile. It's always something we enjoy doing.
Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I mean, love your neighbor. Jesus said it. How could we not do it?
And each day that we deliver, in the morning, I start to think, because we do the same route, so we basically know who we're going to be delivering to, and just praying for those people during that day is a ministry. And even since the route we do is around our home, we drive by a lot of their houses. So you look at it, you think of the person, and you pray for the person.
Yeah.
You want to come with us? And
Right.
Yeah.
They just need to
Take her
take that
out.
Take
first
a
step.
ride.
That's all.
Yeah.
That first move is the tough one. After that, it's all easy. It
Yeah.
really is. It's always tough going someplace new and different in a situation like this. But after the first time, I mean, you look forward to going back.
Now, some of you might be sitting there thinking this morning that this going out and doing these good deeds is good for people who are wired to go and to do. And you might be thinking you don't know where to start. And some of you would be spot on. Where do you start? Our next couple, about to get married, are already leaning forward. They're thinking about the things that they have done. They're thinking about the things they might yet do. And maybe as they unpack their experiences, they might allow you to listen to the questions and their answers, and that you might realize what you need to do to move out. So again, listen with your heart, because doing will flow out of being willing.
Just a great way to see other people that might not be in the same situation you are, they might not have as much as you, and you get to give back to them, help them, build a relationship with them.
Every day it's like, it's all about me, what am I doing in the world? And I think volunteering is just a great way to just stop and think about, this isn't about me. This is about, there's a whole world of people, which need help. And I think volunteering is just the way to do that. It's just the way to give back and to stop thinking about, this isn't about me. This is about, reaching out and helping others.
I started volunteering in high school. I'd say it was something I watched my cousin do just because she was in some of the same organizations as me growing up. And then also my friends wanted to do some of the organizations and they were volunteering. And I guess it started as a way of spending time with my friends, but quickly it turned into just something that I liked to do. And I had fun doing it, whether my friends were there or not.
So I grew up playing a lot of sports, Major League Basketball, and one thing I did a lot was just coaching, working at camps, stuff like that, usually with kids. And I always enjoyed it. It was just nice, helping out and seeing the kids grow, watch them progress and in their skill level, and it was always very rewarding.
I did a lot of different stuff in high school. We did a lot with Relay for Life in our town. And then in college, I mostly went to community homes, assisted living homes, and we played bingo a lot of the time. And that's something that I really enjoy just because at home here I take care of my grandparents a lot. So being able to take care of other people's grandparents and make them happy, I really enjoy doing that.
I think that's one way I really want to give back is giving back to Boyertown and helping the town grow that way. So any sort of street fairs, I know like the car shows they hold, just stuff like that, helping out there and just giving back to the community.
I agree with that because you get to see a different side of Boyertown, I guess. But honestly, I'm open to doing anything just because you get to explore different paths. And if you don't like something, you don't have to do it again. You can go somewhere else and volunteer elsewhere.
Maybe recently, I would say when I was younger, like back in high school, I didn't realize what I was doing as much. Whereas now, I feel like when you're just working every day now, like being an adult, it's really more rewarding to give back and not expect anything in return. Like you're not working for the pay, you're working to help others.
We went to California, we went to Southern California, and we went to a nonprofit organization that mostly helps the homeless in California since that's a big issue over there. And a lot of the people that we helped weren't necessarily faithful, but then there were people that were. I know in one instance, the one lady that my professor was talking to said she really needed a microwave. They lost their microwave, and they happened to be doing a raffle with us, and she got a microwave. And so it was pure, like, miracle of Jesus. It was just amazing. We all prayed for her. We were all in so much shock, and just, like, seeing her smile on her face, seeing her faith, even though she's in the situation she's in, that was just a really good time. It's really low stakes. Like, you can't mess up. You can't, like I said, if you don't like something that you're doing for volunteering, explore a different area of volunteering. It's not your 9 to 5 job. You're not locked into it. You're not getting graded on it. It's not hard at all.
I think when you go out and volunteer, just being a godly person, just being that volunteer that God would want you to be, showing your faith that way. And, if it's something local, you can talk about the church, get people to come here, bring their families.
So what did you learn? What did you learn about yourself? Can you see how going and serving might fit into your life? And I guess everything starts with a desire, an interest in the lives of other people, because if you can't see the others, then you're stopped at that point. And the rest just seems to fit into place as we do our daily lives. And as you've heard so far, these people haven't gone very far away from their normal daily lives to be active for Jesus. Now, some people join agencies that they have an affinity to, maybe because of life issues, maybe because it's a tug of their heart. And some of these affinity groups are Christian, and others are just based on Christian principles, or they're just good people looking to make a difference. And others might become a context for witness as you serve with others, those around you. We're going to hear from the Lions Club and Gideons.
Our son Brian, he was born legally blind, and one of the Lions initiatives is blindness. They came and knocked on our door one day. They knew about our son, and they offered to send him to a camp for legally blind people. They asked us to be members of the Lions Club. We were busy with other things, so we did not become members at that time. Later on, as our kids got older and we had more free time, because you didn't have to take as much care of them, we became Lions Club members, and we've been members now for 13 years.
When I was a kid, I grew up in Pewtown Baptist Church, and one of the aspects of the Gideons is we go to churches and we speak. On this particular occasion, the gentleman who came was dressed up as Johnny Appleseed, and he walked down the center aisle with this apple-picking sack over his shoulder, and he was handing out testaments. And of course, me as a kid thought, well, this is pretty neat. Maybe I should be involved, but nothing happened until much later in life.
We're involved with diabetes, childhood cancer, environment, youth. The number one, and to this day, is still working with visually impaired and blind people.
Well, I think there's no greater mission in the world than to place a copy of God's Word in somebody's hand who has never had a copy or is going through whatever turmoil in their life. And it's absolutely amazing to see somebody read that book and totally change their lives. We were doing a sidewalk distribution in Temple University, Philadelphia. I remember in particular these 5 Muslim ladies. They didn't all come in the same group, but as they approached me, I put on my biggest smile, and I held out a New Testament, and as they kept walking towards me, I kept bringing it back, and I'd bring it back. And when it got back here, they grabbed it and quickly hid it. And the same thing happened 5 times. It was amazing.
Easiest thing to do is come to a meeting that we have, and there's local Lions Clubs all over the place. Or else come out to a service project and just help us out. Spend a little time with us. Get to see if it's something you're interested in. And if so, then you're more than welcome to join us.
We approach people and ask them if they would like to be a part of the Gideons. And the ones that I have approached, I've said I can almost 100% guarantee you that you're going to change, that your life's going to be different, and you're going to become a more vibrant Christian individual.
Volunteering, obviously, there's no monetary pay. It's just giving back to your neighbor. And Jesus was asked who was my neighbor, and that question there's all kinds of possibilities to help people. in need that are less fortunate than myself. And so I try to model my volunteering or my service to someone the way Jesus taught us. You know, here's the creator of the universe washing his disciples' feet.
Now, some people actually take a skill set that they already have to serve the larger community. Carpenters might join Habitat for Humanity, and non-carpenters like me have done that. Doctors might join Doctors Without Walls, and people who can read might become classroom tutors. Our next guests are musicians, and they have taken their skill set out of the building. Sure, they play in church, or they help us worship. They play with their Christian peers, but their world is a lot larger. Listen to their story.
I have 6 brothers and sisters. Every one of us played an instrument in school. And I have a twin brother, and we both played trombone. And that was a good experience for me. But unfortunately, I put my instrument away after college, or during college. And I didn't start picking it up again until our kids were into their teens. So I picked it up for fun. And I haven't turned back. And then I transitioned to a tuba player because I was in a group where we had 5 trombones and 1 tuba and 2 trumpets, so we didn't need more trombones. So I set up. The tuba player went off to college, so I said I'll try that, and bingo, that's what I do.
I got into it piano. Growing up, the pianist at church, she could play by ear and just was so good. I wanted to play the piano, and as I grew older, all the pianists at church left, and there was me. Yeah. So that's how I got into it and kept doing it. I play the piano in church since I was in my teens. I did a similar thing at the church we went to what I do now, playing the preludes and some accompanying singers. I played for some weddings and funerals, and I've basically done that, like I said, since I've been in my teens.
I do musical work in various community groups or church groups, primarily instrumental because I don't sing, and we do primarily, used to be church picnics, not so much anymore, more community events like 4th of July, Memorial Day activities, and then a lot of senior communities hire the band for events. I like challenging music. I like intricacies. The instrumentalists, when they have solos, they don't always play it the same way twice, and I find it intriguing that what's going on in their head that translates into the sound. And then the other thing I find very appealing is just the friendships that develop out of the commonality of playing music together. You know, it's a link. And the way people think about it, the way they like certain sounds, the way that you can develop a piece and put special dynamics and harmonies in it that enhance the sound I think it's a lot of fun.
Because I've played the hymns in church so long, I know a lot of the words without having a hymnal in front of me. So to just sit there and play through the solo music I have just kind of helps focus on the Lord and, and things He's done and what the songs say. And I just enjoy that. They have to be willing to try.
Yeah, take take a step, be adventurous.
Say I can do this.
You know,
I can try
yeah.
this.
Surround yourself by people who can play, and join a community band. Get involved with a church group of instrumentalists and or singers. You don't know until you try. The reward comes from actually the participation and hearing how well it can be. I think music in general is just a higher form of expression that, how could this exist? Well, God made the ability to buzz my lips, and God made the ability that somebody decided they're going to make an instrument like this or like this, and they make it in tune, and the nuances of music are just encouraging. Let's go back to the prelude. You know, when she plays a prelude, and you're thinking about a reflective song as you're sitting there and preparing for the worship service. That's an encouragement, and also a drawback to a time in your life where your faith might have been at a different point, or you might have been experiencing troubles, and you hear a song that was an encouragement, and bam, it uplifts you for the day.
As we wrap up our consideration of volunteering, talking about Jesus' love leaving the building, I'd like you to listen to a few words that John Wesley offered that Peg shared with us.
I just love service. I wish I could do more. I think that we were always called to do service, and I think our denomination actually calls for us to all do service. And when I think about John Wesley and what he said, I was just doing some research, and he said, do all the good you can by all the means you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can. And that last part, really, as I'm getting older, and as we're getting older, I want to do it all the time. And I think it says it all.
Clearly commands us to love one another, to love our neighbors. Bob Goff equally clearly challenges us to love others the way Jesus loved, and to leave the building to find people to love. Our friends who you've just heard from are inviting us to join them. We want you to be who you are, but we want you to love like Jesus, and we want you to do it where you might go. Listen again to John Wesley's words. Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as you ever can. Our friends, sounds like they itch to get out there and love others. They're looking for ways to figure out how to do it more often. What about you? What about me? I want to do something here before I pray for us. A while back, our community outreach committee, or team, ministry team, did a survey with you. And I've read through all of those, so if you stay seated when I ask you to stand now, I'm going to call you out. But anyone who does anything to serve their community in any capacity, would you please stand? It's good exercise standing. Thank you for being Jesus when you leave the building. Let's pray together. Jesus, you left heaven to slum around with people like us so that we might figure out how to love people the way you loved us. We've just listened to some of our friends tell us what they do. These who are standing are publicly saying, I do something like that. Lord, could you move all of us to be you in the community, and so deepen and widen the impact of your church among the people around us. Bless us as we try to glorify you with our hands and feet and voices. Bless us, we pray. Amen. Thank you, each one of you.
Will you please stand and join us in singing They'll Know We Are Christians?
You may be seated. Thank you so much. So last Sunday morning, I had a problem. I had just completed 2 weeks of being treated for my asthma and thought I was all better. And then this other thing happened while I was getting ready to come here and preach. Thank you, Gary, for covering for me with an hour's notice. I have what is called an unprovoked pulmonary embolism. It's this little clot of blood floating between my lungs. There is a long list of reasons why it could be there. None of them apply to me. I'm an anomaly. There are also a list of symptoms that go along with it. None of those apply to me either. So further, you've been thinking I've been weird. Well, so did the doctors. It's still there. It's going to stay there until the body, if it wants to, dissolves it. I'm being treated with blood thinners, and many of you know what that means. Earlier this week when I got home, took my razor blade out the first time to use it, and I was like, I stood there in the mirror for 10 minutes before I put that blade to my face, because what if I cut myself? So anyway, going forward, the doctor said, just live your life. If you get tired, take a break. If it hurts, stop doing it. If the pain or pressure here starts, come visit us again. They will miss me. So we helped the medical community test some things and try out some new stuff, and they made a lot of money, and I'm back up and running. So the big answer is I'm fine. The little answer is sort of. But I'm not planning on going anywhere anytime soon. I am so grateful for all of your prayers and your offers for help. I could go on vacation tomorrow for 3 years and you still won't all finish everything you said you'll do for me. So you guys are amazing. Thank you, thank you. I do have some announcements I'd like to highlight. The first one, in your bulletin, again, I can't believe Elaine put 2 of everything in there, but, oh, no, it's on purpose. These walk through the Bible pieces of paper, you know about this already, but your friends and your neighbors and your relatives don't. So we've given you 2 to share, and we're waiting for you to sign up. And there is a deadline for signing up, and you can do that online. And if for some reason you can't do it online, just call the office. We'll get you hooked up. But this is an amazing opportunity for you in just a couple of hours with your friends, with your family, to learn the whole storyline of the Old Testament. So when you're reading your favorite passages and verses in the New Testament and there's something that refers back, you'll go, oh, I know where that came from, and understand why Jesus or Paul or James said that. So walk through the Bible. There's a video clip you can access on the website, and if you can't get it there, I will bring my laptop to you and we'll sit down and we'll watch it together, as long as you have cookies. Today, right after the service, we're going to be going out into the lobby. There is cake. I wasn't teasing about that. And it's cake in honor of our friend Gary and his achievements. And I hope you help us eat that, because I can't finish it all by myself. Even if I didn't have a problem, I shouldn't eat it all by myself. But I am going to eat a piece. So join us out there. And Gary, you probably want to make your way there so we don't run you over, or you run us over. Yeah. Cornerstone is looking for an assistant. Last I talked with Celeste, we're still doing that. There's information on the bulletin for that, whether it's you or somebody you know who might fit that need. And then next Sunday, Ken Sears, he's our missionary in Ukraine. He will be with us, and he has been stateside, kind of brought stateside so that he's not involved in the mess that's going on. But he will be here to share some of what's going on in his life, some of what's going on in his friends in the church and school where he's been working. You won't want to miss that. There's a pizza luncheon afterward, and there's a sign-up sheet in the back. You do need to sign up so we know how much pizza to have. And if you are a big eater, put after it, big eater. Seriously. I wouldn't want you to go away hungry. And then I am in preparation for 2 things. A membership class. We have several people already want to join the church. And if you're somebody who's sitting there, well, I just come to the church. I don't want to get involved too much. Talk to me. Membership has privileges and responsibilities, but it takes you to a new level of your relationship with Jesus and this body here at the church. And also believer baptism. We'll be doing a baptism. We have a couple of candidates for that already. And if you're sitting there thinking, well, I probably should do this, let's talk. And then we'll be picking the dates for those events around the people and their availability. I believe there's other stuff in the bulletin you need to be aware of, but that's on you. Please rise. I'm going to pray, and we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to go get cake. We're going to stretch our legs. And most of you are going to come back in here for the congregational meeting that's going to take place right after you get your cake, okay? And I believe we'll probably start around 11:20 to 11:25, in that range. Time to go to the bathroom, time to get your cake. You good with that? Okay, so this is not a run away. This is go do something and come right back. Father, we thank you. We thank you for the way that you care for us, you meet our needs. One of those needs was the hole in our lives that Gary fills with the ministry that he provides, and we thank you for him. One of the other things you do for us is you give us skills and gifts to use for others, and when we do that, we're filled up, people are touched, you're glorified. And Lord, we're going to have a meeting here about your church at Trinity. We're going to share some cake and honor Gary, and then we're going to go home and take our love and our skills and our gifts with us, that we might glorify you as we promote the name of Jesus as empowered by your Spirit. So bless us, we pray. Amen. And after everything's done today, have a great week with Jesus.